Okay, so sorry if you can't hear me very well. My voice is kind of gone from allergies, but last night I was in Birmingham at a wedding, and I got a picture on my camera in Auburn, in my, I guess, suburban spot, of a good buck, and he just cruised through at about 10:45. The wind's great, so I drove back in this morning. The wind's shifting just now to southwest is what I need. I can't hunt anything on a north wind there, so hopefully we can get it done. But yeah, pretty quick decision, but when you get a buck on camera looking scraping, you got to get after it. So we're gonna see what we can do.
That buck that was on camera by the feeder yesterday, he wasn't even in there a minute. He was just cruising through. So, you know, hopefully some of those deer decide to mess up. I don't know if any does are hot yet, but I'm assuming things are starting to happen a little bit if that buck was moving at 10:45 in the morning. But so he was a nice deer, about an 8-pointer, probably 120 inches. I couldn't really tell. He looked like he had solid mass, but hard to tell. It's 2:45 and still nothing moving. Alright, so we moved off the corn and decided to sit in the saddle today. I've already seen 3 deer cruising through. One buck was chasing a doe pretty far off. I couldn't tell how big he was, but he was for sure bigger than the spikes that I'd seen. But, you know, they're really not caring about the corn right now, so they're working these does, so no point in sitting over it, and the wind wasn't right anyway, so gonna try to see if we can't get lucky and have one run right in front of us.
Issue. I forgot to check the wind last night before I got out of the stand and left my camera arm there thinking I was hunting there in the morning, and then the wind was switching about 9 a.m. so I went in there and I just grabbed it and then ran back out and for that south wind to come in to get back in the lock on. But that buck, the buck we're hunting, was in there. He actually followed a doe into the feeder spot at the lock on last night 20 minutes after I left. I mean, he went probably 200 yards from me when I got out of there. So yeah, we got pretty close, and he probably would have crossed right in front of me looking at the direction he came from the camera. I just got unlucky that he didn't daylight, but I found a huge scrape line as I was walking out, and I know that's got to be him that's working it. So he's in here, he's active, he's checking does. So it could happen today, it could happen tomorrow. I think we'll get to see him. I mean, if I was to guess, I would say we'll see him. I think he's kind of controlling this whole area, but it's hit or miss. You know, I just got to get lucky, and the doe that he wants crossed right in front of me. Sorry, my voice keeps going out. But day 3, going at it. Gonna get in this lock on pretty soon here once the wind completely switches, and hopefully get a buck on the ground. Sucks. I'm gonna sit out the rest of the day, but I hadn't seen that deer since, I guess, October on camera. Only one picture in the middle of the night, never seen him in daylight. But, man, I had the shot I wanted about a minute before, but I couldn't get the camera on him, and the glare was so bad. Coming down on the camera screen, I couldn't tell if it was on him or not, and I didn't want to not video it. But I had a perfect shot a minute before that. The shot I took, it was a tighter window with some tree limbs. And I aimed a little high, and I should have waited till he stepped out a little farther. He was gonna give me another shot. I just got way too impatient. And I kept fiddling around with the camera. Self-filming's no joke. But you never want to miss. This really does suck. So I'm gonna see if I can get lucky again and have another hot doe come in with the buck behind her. But I might be able to get another shot on that deer. It's just gonna have to be in a different spot. So, we'll see, but...
Stage 4 cancer yesterday. He's the one that taught me how to hunt.
Your call has been forwarded.
Oh, I killed him. I killed the big one.
The big one?
I killed him. He's laying dead right in front of me.
Let's go.
I spined him, but I think I lunged him too because I'm so high up. But he's dead. I thought he was gonna spook. He had me. I mean, he had me pinned. And then he put his head down. But dude, I can't believe it. It's the luckiest day of my life. Have them both come in. I wouldn't have shot that deer because I would have packed that other one out and been done. But he's dead.
That's awesome.
But I'm gonna drag him out of here and then get Levi to come take some pictures. But I just figured I'd tell you.
Yeah, I don't know how much longer I'm gonna be here. I got one more. I got a lady coming back to meet with me, but I may call you when I leave the office, and if y'all are still dragging him out or whatever, I may stop by there.
Okay. All right. Sounds good.
All
right. Thank you. Thank you.
I just got a text from the property owners like, you know who's out here hunting with the Texas tag? And I was like, yes.
Got it done. Pictures to come. Middle of Auburn. But I'll do a recap video later and kind of explain the whole weekend. But thank you, Jesus. Okay, so I want to do a little recap video of what went down towards the end of the hunt. I had crazy run-in with the neighbor, misunderstood some of the things he was saying, but we made amends, everything's good, and got it all figured out. So I was a little stressed, didn't do a great recovery video. But I want to show you all this. If my cursor is where I'm aiming on that deer, and I skip forward in that nocturnal, you can kind of see it. That arrow makes contact pretty close to where I was aiming. It's hard to tell exactly where I was aiming when I let that pin, or where I was putting the pin, but I imagine it was somewhere around that area. But that deer almost ducks my string, and by duck the string, duck the arrow. And if you watch before that, the other one did the same thing. You know, that one was a little higher. I don't think it was as good of a shot, but it's kind of remarkable how these deer are doing this. This was at 30 yards in this video, which I think is around the sweet spot that those deer can really duck. And I think they're hearing the veins and not the string, because if you go back, if I go back here, the doe right there is not reacting until that deer is almost at the ground. So I think they're hearing the veins come towards them and not the string, because that deer heard the doe heard the same string. So that's pretty crazy. And I'm going to test some new veins out, see if that helps. But pretty wild. It was an emotional hunt. My grandpa ended up passing away earlier this month. So to kill this buck for him, right when we found out his cancer was stage 4, it meant a lot. And he's the guy that taught me everything about the outdoors. So it was a pretty cool, neat deal. But looking forward, we're going to try to put some turkeys on camera. I don't know much about turkey hunting, and I don't know much about hunting in general. I'm just an average hunter. It's trying to be a little above average, trying to learn more, and that's the point of this channel. The guys I'm hunting with don't have it all together. We're just trying to learn, just like y'all are. And so if there's anything that y'all have questions about, what we're doing, what we're trying, what we're using, feel free to ask those. If y'all want to see videos about the equipment we're using, we can also do that. But yeah, we're just trying to enjoy it, make fun content, learn from it, learn from y'all, and put some fun stuff out that people can enjoy. So hopefully the next video will be next month towards the end. Get a turkey on film would be really cool. But hope to see you there. Please help by liking and subscribing. I don't want to be that guy that asks all the time, but it does help keep this channel up and keep it going. Hopefully we can make quite a few videos out of it. So hope to see y'all at the next one.